What is going on, guys? It's Dan again, back with another Shot in the Dark reactions, bringing you more Ghost, of course, as we go down the Ghost rabbit hole. Don't forget, I am going to a Ghost show tomorrow on the 20th, and I am so excited. And we're going down the set list of songs that I haven't heard yet, and the ones that you guys have recommended listening to on here before we go and watch them tomorrow. I've done loads today. I've done loads this week in general, to be fair. So if you're new to this channel and you love Ghost and you want to see someone reacting to it and breaking it down and going over it like in much detail as possible, you've come to the right place. I've got absolutely loads going on at the moment, and there's going to be more coming up. So if you are new, please do me a big favor, and if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification button so you don't miss future videos, guys. It makes a massive difference. 95% of you this month haven't subscribed, and we need to change that, really, because basically we want to make sure we get this community as big as possible, because I really love listening to you guys in the comments and getting involved within this community and making it as big as possible. And the only way we're going to do that, really, is by getting the algorithm running, getting the algorithm machine responding to our videos, and it's all done by pushing three buttons. No charge here, guys. Okay. But yes, we are going to be reacting today to The Future is a Foreign Land. Now, this is a Ghost song, of course, but I know and I'm aware, because I've been doing my little bit of research and listening to you wonderful people in the comments, about the fact that this song is a song that was from Papa Nihil, which is the first Papa, and it's supposed to be set in the 60s. So this is going to be a really fun take on a song that came out in the 2000s era, of course, but this is a song in the 60s. It's set in the 60s. That's going to be a really interesting thing. We've already reacted to 2 songs that were also from this EP, so go and check those out as well. We've got Mary on a Cross, and we've got Dance Macabre, and I absolutely adore all of those songs so far, so I'm assuming I'm going to love this one as well. Guys, let's get into it. The Future is a Foreign Land. Let's go. Alright, got the lyrics up front here. We're going to be writing things down as we go. I'm going to be stopping and starting. You know, you're used to that by now if you're used to the way I do things. And we're going to go over the things that we hear and the things that we see. And we're going to really elaborate on them, break it down, and dissect the living shit out of it. Because that's what we do here, and that's what I really enjoy doing. So, without further ado, The Future is a Foreign Land. Go. Instantly 60s. Ooh.
15 years from now, I know it feels remote, but picture it somehow in your head. It's 1984, and knocking on your door is a brown shirt Stasi guard. Boom, you're gone. And in the blood of the Kennedys, the good ones get shot, and in the absence of sympathies, won't you hear me out when it
Wow, I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting a bit of light-hearted comedy. There's a little bit of feel to this. Some real traditional Beatles-sounding rhythmic sections, simple on the floor on beat, on the floor 4 beats, but there's a lot of feel to these lyrics. 15 years from now, I know it feels remote, but picture it somehow in your head. It's 1984, and knocking on your door is the brown shirt Stasi guard. Boom, you're gone. And in the blood of the Kennedys, the good ones get shot, and in the absence of sympathies, won't you hear me out? So it's about war, and it's about things that happen in history that, you know, is awful. And this is obviously a song that's really trying to reach home on the fact that, you know, these things do happen. These tragedies happen. And yeah, I'm just pleasantly surprised, to be honest, guys. I didn't expect that at all. Let's listen to that one more time, and then we'll get into the chorus. I love the intention of using instruments that were present at that time. I love the intention of using a guitar tone that was only present at that time as well. And even the way they've recorded it, it feels like it was from that time period. It's really, really clever how they've done this. I love that. That was very present in those times, man. Like, there was a lot of and like, I can't even think of the word here, guys. Like, release, I think, is the word. Like built up, pent up emotion that was sort of let out in various different ways. And in this song, the way that is releasing that is by you know, letting out big sighs. Really interesting. And that's before the words come in, isn't it? So you've already got that intention of doubt and disbelief at a situation. All of these things are going on behind him. I mean, currently he's lying in bed. He gets up. He's on some sort of Hollywood, you know, set for a movie, and he's just done with it all.
15 years from now, I know it feels remote, but picture it somehow in your head.
Taking hallucinogens, taking dodgy brownies.
It's 1984, and knocking on.
Recording on an... Oh my god, man. How they used to record on these things is absolutely mental. If you've never watched like old documentaries of bands like recording on the tracks like this, it took a lot of patience, man. Like, you had to sort of cut into the film in certain sections so that you could attach them together to make your thing longer. And that's where extended play comes from, because originally you had just a regular single, you'd had your B-side, but then when extended play came out, they basically had to start to piece together these segments. And yeah, it was mad. Just seeing that is just made me think about it.
Knocking on your door, it's a brown shirt Stasi card. Boom, you're gone. And in the blood of...
I love how the guitar is almost crying. The guitar's almost like it's crying out after these words are being spoken. Like, boom, you're gone. Down, 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 down. It's like crying. It's like in response to what the singer's singing about. It's really cool.
the Kennedys, the good ones get shot, and in the absence of sympathies, won't you hear
All right, chorus time.
me out? When it all burns down, when it all burns down, I will hold you close for the minute. Yeah, I'll hold you for the minute it takes.
I love how we've gone from a really nice, present chorus, you know, G minor, D minor. Oh, that's the verse, isn't it? Do 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 do. I think we're still in G minor though. F. I love the contrast between the chorus and the verses. The chorus feels really full of hope, where the verses feel a little bit more despair, and blending in between and weaving in between those two feelings is really, really quite interesting. I love the visuals, by the way. We haven't even spoken about how cool the art style is. It reminds me of literally reminds me of Scooby-Doo. Like the Hanna-Barbera, that style, like the Flintstones and stuff like that as well. It's got that vibe for sure. But it's really interesting. I didn't expect this style of song at all. Feels like something John Lennon would have wrote. There she is. We've got more nuances coming in this second verse already, guys. So the contrasts are there again. Even though this is more of a simple song than what we're used to with Ghost, this is more of a song from the old ages. So we're not going to have all of these ridiculous bells and whistles going on. But even still, you can still build on the song. The second verse comes in. There's harmonies already. There's call and responses. Ooh, I heard one of those already. And there's an organ as well, that's giving us a little bit more of a dynamic that we didn't have in the first verse.
5 years from now, I know it sounds insane. A dark fascist regime might be gone. Oh, if you by then have forgiven me. When push comes to shove, we don't have to be enemies. Won't you hear me out when it all burns?
It's a beautiful chorus, man. This honestly could have come out in this generation and no one would have batted an eyelid. It's beautiful. It genuinely reminds me of like the time period of that, Beatles-esque time period, But it's got like Rolling Stones vibes as well. It's really nice. I just want to hear this second verse again because there's a lot of interesting things going on.
55 years from now, I know it sounds insane. A dark fascist regime might be gone.
So 55 years from now, I know it sounds insane. The dark fascist regime might be gone. So we're talking about, like, obviously the fascists. So it's very political, but it should be political because it's coming from a time period in which these things were happening more often, and they needed speaking about. And obviously things are still going on today's day and age. It's not saying there isn't. But this comes from a different place, because if you did a political song now, it would probably be very similar to this in terms of its message. But the way that it's delivered is intentionally from an older time, and it's really, really clever.
Oh, if you by then have forgiven me.
That harmony as well is very like old school. like they've really got an attention to detail here on how they were going to make a song sound old. To literally, like, even the harmonies sound like they would be from that time period.
Might be gone. Oh, if you by then have forgiven me.
Oh, if you ever forgiven me.
When push comes to shove, we don't have to be enemies. Won't you hear me out when it all burns down? When it all burns down.
Some beautiful harmonies in that section there. There's like a 3-part harmony going on with doubles, and it just fills out. It's beautiful.
Burns down.
When it all burns down. That's one. Where's the other one?
When it all burns down.
When it all burns down is like right in the higher octave, and then there's the main one which is doubled in both ears, so it's really huge.
When it all burns down, I will hold you close for the minute,
Uh-oh.
the minute. When it all burns down, and the flames devour everything that we are, I will
Oh, that was beautiful. That was a really strange chord. Let me figure that out.
burns down, and the flames devour everything.
Da, 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 that's a C something. C. What is that chord? I think that's like on a 4th measure.
Burns down, and the flames devour everything that we are. I will hold you for the minute.
Yeah, it's like a C. It's a sus. It's sus. Yeah, that's cool. That's a really interesting chord progression.
I will hold you for the minute it takes. With these words at hand, the future is a foreign land, so let us pray for more. In 2024.
Wow. The future is a foreign land, as in saying, like, the future, we don't know what's coming in the future. We have no control of what happens in the future, but let us pray that, you know, it's a better time, that we can. Oh my goodness, that is really poignant. Let's listen to that again. That was beautiful.
With these words at hand, the future is a foreign land, so let us pray for more. In 2024.
I think it starts on a G minor. So where did it leave us? I think it left us on a B flat. So it's the same as the chorus, but it's slightly weirder. Like, it's... I think it's because normally we do G minor then B flat, but I think we've done a G minor D minor
These
instead.
words at hand, the future is a foreign land, so let us pray for more.
Now the B flat.
2024.
Yeah.
2024. We could grow old together. We could love one another, and there will from them be peace forevermore.
If only. If only, mate. Because we're in 2025 at the moment, and there ain't no peace anywhere. We could grow old together. We could love one another, and there will be from peace forevermore. Now, I've heard a lot of Tobias talking to, various people. And his message is always the same. He wants people to just love one another and to all just stop fighting. And this is a really cool way of doing that without coming across preachy, because it's coming from the past. The future is a foreign land. So it's a really interesting way of telling a story of someone that you've already established is from the past, talking to us from the past, speaking about the future. In this visual, you've got all these beautiful crystallized cities and everything, and we know that none of that exists. But in the future, they thought 2024 was such a long way away. Oh, surely things have changed by then. But then there's a real irony to it, because the writer of this song knows that there isn't any change. They know there is no change. So there's a sadness there, because you've got this old man singing about from when he was in his youth, about how it would be in a time further away, and it's just kind of sad. Didn't expect to feel sad on a song from the same record as Dance Macabre, but that's the beauty of music, man.
Peace forevermore. But if it all burns down,
Woo, key change.
all burns down, I will hold you close for a minute. If it all burns down, and the flames devour everything that we are, I will hold you for a minute. I will hold you for the minute it takes.
That was beautiful, man. I just want to see if I'm right about something here. There's a key change for sure. Yeah, so it goes G, A minor, F this time. Beautiful, man. Really nice. What a beautiful ballad, But what a beautiful ballad. But what an awesome idea to sing from a different time period about our current time period that they don't know about, because it's the future, isn't it? It's a foreign land. They don't know about it. What a really interesting way of telling the song, telling the story from a perspective of, someone we're familiar with, if you know the law like I do now. Yeah, man. I mean, there's not really much to talk about in terms of breaking the song down. It's a very beautiful song. There's some interesting song, some chord choices, and there's an interesting key change. I don't think we've had a key change in a Ghost song before to this extent. This is a whole key up, Normally, if there's a key change, it's only a step, half a step down. Very, very rare is it a whole step. This is a whole step. So nice, man. I really enjoyed that. That was cool. Yeah, wicked. And the thing is, like, it's like really intriguing to me as a songwriter to think, yeah, you know, I've got this record, and this is the next step. I'm going to make this little EP in between, and it's going to fill in some story. It's going to fill in some lore. It's just a giant love letter to the fans, really. But then it's also, it ties into how the world really is. You know, if it all burns down, or when it all burns down, you know, I'll hold you for a minute. You know, no matter what happens, I'm going to be there for you and stuff. It's a beautiful song. Genuinely is a gorgeous song. It's a song that, like, I would sing to, like, my wife, you know. It's a love song. And it's interesting because I remember, like, reading the lore, and obviously he has 3 songs, doesn't he? He has 3 songs. He says, "Oh, you know, I've got a 3rd song," and we're sort of led to believe there's only 2, and they're both very, you know, happy, we're all full of drugs songs. And we're led to believe, you know, he was just into partying and doing dodgy things with women and everything. But this song, you know, it goes to show that don't judge a book by its cover, because he was also capable of a beautiful ballad. And it's really, really sweet. And especially when you know about all the lore and everything, and the person that this was written from, and the perspective, and that's what makes this an even sweeter journey going forward now, is that I know the lore between these characters, so I can match things together. I can join the dots, and it's just a really beautiful scenario. And this is basically where I wanted to leave myself before I saw the band live. I want to fall in love with this band, but only to do that, I need to know the lore, and I need to know the story, and I need to know everything, because this isn't just a regular band. They're a theatrical band. And when they go up on stage, I want to know what these little intricacies mean when they say them and they act them and they do them and things happen. I want to know what all that means. And that's what this journey's been all about. And I've loved it. And this was one of those songs where it surprised me, but in a really, really pleasant and sweet way. And I know people were talking about possibly doing a cover of a song. It's probably the easiest one for me to cover on an acoustic guitar, isn't it? But who knows, man? I'll look around. But yeah, that was cool. But yeah, guys, journey is still going on. Don't think for a moment just because we've heard a somber song that we're done with Ghost. Even when I see them tomorrow and everything, there is still going to be very much more that we can tune into that isn't included in the set. And yeah, there's still a lot more to go, but I really, really appreciate everybody for being here, enjoying the process, and seeing me just develop as a fan of this wonderful band that we're so lucky to have in our lives, let's be honest. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Please do all of the wonderful things that I want you to do, you know, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, hitting that notification button so you don't miss future videos. And until then, guys, until the next one, I shall see you later.